Stretford Paddock. This is the Paddock podcast live, and we're all here. Adam McCall, Stephen Howson, Joe Smith.
Is that because it's Freedom Day?
Why have you got headphones on?
They're plugged into an iPod Touch under the table.
It's listening to something else.
Yeah.
When's the last time we were actually all on the podcast?
I don't think.
When we bought the channel.
Yeah, I don't think it's happened since then. I don't think it's
Really?
happened for a year, literally a full
That was
calendar
July
year.
last year.
Yeah, it's because you banged that bat, didn't you?
Don't know
Fuck the world up.
I didn't bang it. Just got me
Tongued
arse.
it.
Wet market. It sounded sexy. Turned up, not so sexy.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
I had
does.
flip-flops on, I brought a towel.
Where you been last night?
Different,
Wet market.
Totally fucking different. Come out with chicken and a lot of fucking
Viruses.
freeze-dried bat.
Yeah, but other than that, it's been good, hasn't it? How is everyone?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate.
It's hot.
It's hot, innit?
It's hot.
Might be
Yeah.
too hot.
Callum might be
It's
turning the
too
aircon
hot.
down
It's
for us
too
in a
hot.
sec.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
I'm not moaning. People go, Joe and me go,
No, I
it's
am.
too hot. That's not a moan.
It is.
That's
it
just
is
a
moan.
statement of fact. It's too hot.
Steve, your skin looks like I don't know, like a scallop or something.
Don't you worry about my skin. Fucking fit me, Joe.
Okay. Jesus.
Fit as in sexy or healthy, because I don't think it's the
Both.
latter.
Somewhere between neither and none of those of the above. No, you're looking good. There. You caught the sun, which is good to see. You have though.
He has caught
It's
it.
been red hot.
On your way to skin cancer, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tough
yeah,
one.
mate.
You don't.
No,
We don't need suntan lotion.
No, you do.
You still do.
Have you ever had sunstroke? I've had sunstroke.
Nah, we're made for this heat.
Yeah.
Have you never had sunburn?
Nah, Indians don't need it.
But you say that, but you
Indians don't
you
get
can still
sunburn.
burn.
Darker skin still burns you, lunatic.
Nah, bro, it's all right.
Just whatever.
It's
I
all
don't
right.
need that.
Don't
Just
need that.
blisters, skin
That's
peeling
fine.
off. He's had sunstroke. He admitted it before. Now you're backtracking.
What is sunstroke?
No, I'm not backtracking at all.
You are because you want to be as tough as Adam.
I
Is it
can't
like
be
a-
as tough as him.
It's like a
Listen.
stroke.
yeah. No, it's like you throw up and you feel weak. Do you know when I had sunstroke? Do you remember when?
Throw it up and you felt weak because you sat in the sun too
I
long.
had it's a coincidence because I had a load of sniff, and then next and I got sunstroke on the same day.
I don't know if it's the
12
gear or
pints
what.
and a load of sniff, and I got sunstroke, and it was
And it was a
raining.
Sunday.
You want 3 minutes in?
It was raining.
You want 3 minutes in?
It was such a coincidence. So
Yeah,
weird.
And it was 3 a.m. and I was banging on my ex-missus's front door. Like, how did that happen? But it did. It did happen.
Because it was a bit warm.
Just 25 pints and I was throwing up. Don't know what happened.
Thankfully, the police doctor gave me some tablets.
So that's actually, lads. If you're struggling or your ex won't take you back, you can blame it on heat stroke. Turn
Yeah.
up at her house,
Yes.
do what
Same.
Jay
Heat
did.
stroke could be the
Exactly.
name of our band, by the way. if
Heat
it came up
stroke.
with that. Heat
I like
stroke.
Long stroke.
Too much. Go on then. What are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about Jesse Lingard.
Heat stroke, deep stroke.
Because there's a conundrum for Ollie. Does he keep him? Does he sell him? Does he loan him? What are the options? What's he doing? Where's he going, Stephen? We're going to talk about that anyway.
Hopefully somewhere fucking hot so we can watch.
Right, okay.
If we had
Yeah.
rights to music, this is where we would play. Should I stay or should I go now?
Yeah, well, you could sing it. We don't
The
need the
fucker signs
rights.
for Rosenborg in Norway. You can fuck off.
Nah, mate. Yeah, right.
Nah, he's
Where you
too
going?
better than Rosenberg. At least Tromso.
So we're going to talk about...
Stavanger.
and as always, get involved in the comments. Give us a like, all that business. We're going to talk about the youth as well. Should Ollie start giving youth a chance?
All right, youth.
You know, link with Trippier and...
Motherfuckers had how many debuts? Like literally record breaking.
All right, let me finish my sentence before you fucking
The
argue with me.
youth.
Because we've been linked with the likes of Trippier, but should he give Laird a chance, for example?
Yes.
Should Garner be given an opportunity, in midfield?
Nah.
Is that something that Ollie should pursue if he doesn't get the transfer targets that he wants? He's going to talk about that. Also, is the pressure on him? If we do get some of these transfers over the line, does he need to deliver some silverware this season? His third full season as manager. Had a bit of a backing in the summer. Is it now time for him to start winning things? So get involved in the comments. We'll start with Jesse Lingard then. Joe, you've got some thoughts on him.
Yep.
I've got thoughts.
I just think it's time
You
for him
want
to
some?
go. I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I know. I understand this whole thing. Like maybe you don't want to go to West Ham because they're actually a bit shit, and he could probably be playing in Europe or Champions
I agree
League.
with that sentiment.
I don't know whether he wants to leave England. Obviously, that's up to him. But I think he could be playing for one. You know, there's plenty of teams that play in the Champions League every season that Jesse Lingard's good enough to play for.
100% agree
Like
with that.
Like
City or Roma or might be a good fit actually because he obviously played pretty well under Jose.
Yeah.
But like a team like that where you think yes he could go to West Ham, it might help us with the Rice deal, but does he want to play there next season? I know they finished 8th last season. no one on this table, I think, would be surprised if they were sort of fighting a relegation battle next year, just because of how ridiculous
Where
West
do we
Ham are.
predict them?
Yeah, but exactly, that's what I'm
Did ya?
saying, though. But West Ham,
To be fair, that was
West Ham looked as
expected.
though
close.
they'd been sort of like dodging the drop for like 2 or 3 years in a row, and then they've had this ridiculous season. But if they finish 15th next year, no one's going to be like, I can't believe it. So I think he's probably going to go.
David Moyes would.
Yeah, he might do, but you know what I mean. You're not guaranteed anything with West Ham.
Thought it was dead good.
So I reckon he should go. I know Ollie said he's got a place in the squad. We're acting as though he's going to be here, but he said that about Sanchez when he was on the way to Inter. Yeah. So I reckon he is going to go, and I think that's fair enough because as much as I like him and as much as he can offer to a team, he didn't play for United for like 18 months, pretty much. Like, what? How do we expect that to change? Unless Bruno gets, a cruciate like ligament injury, where's Jesse going to fit?
How would you even
What do you
suggest
lot reckon?
But what I'm saying
Comment.
is, like, other than that, I can't see how Jesse's going to be playing
How
week
would you
in, week
even
out.
Speak that into the world.
Shut up.
You heard what he said.
If it happens, it's nothing to do with me saying that, is it?
You're
That's how it
literally
works.
you look like Jesus, and you just said it. So
Yeah.
I mean, 2 and 2.
Alright, then.
Have you seen Soccer Moses, by the way, in the MLS?
No.
If I am Jesus,
That's a
then
Google search you need to do.
I'm going to say it doesn't happen.
And not only that, he shreds on the guitar as well. So he walks down. Basically,
I wish I could clip up your face, just that reaction then. I've never seen
Joe
a man
with white
less
hair and a
enthused
white
about
beard,
anything.
Right? Joe with white hair and a white beard, walking down the steps
like-
in like 2,000-year-old looking robes with his arms out, gets to the bottom, picks up a guitar and goes, bang! It's the most American thing you've ever fucking seen.
Sounds mint. What do you reckon about Lingard?
Jesus Christ. That's why they tune in, I guess.
We're doing you there, Steve.
I can understand why
We like
Ollie
Soccer Moses.
could be telling the truth about I want him in my squad, because Jess is actually a good player that if you could have him in your squad in your 23, I think most managers in the Premier League would think Jess is a good player to have in your squad.
Yep.
But he should be playing week in, week out. I think he proved that at West Ham United. And I think was it me and you who discussed it the other day when we were talking about Nicky Butt, and it just comes to time.
Why are you two giggling over
time's
there?
time.
We just
Table.
remembered the motto of Soccer Moses. It's let
God's
my
sake.
people goal.
Which is quite good. Let my people goal. Goal, as in football. Go on. Back to Nicky
Kind of
Butt.
kids at the end there.
Oh, shut up, fucking head glistening motherfucker.
Your head's on the glisten
know,
as
yeah.
well.
I know, yeah.
We're
As
all
bad as it is,
glistening
though.
on this
I mean,
People getting blinded over
full
that.
day. Go on then, so Nicky Butt.
yeah, I think sometimes it's just time, innit? And I think
Yeah,
now
that's-
is probably that point. Why Ollie would think actually, I don't mind keeping him, is because are we going to get that much money for him? West Ham are balking at the idea of 30 million.
Yeah, you should get-
It's true, but
Decent
we know
much
what
for-
happens with United. We always seem to get.
If we get more than
a
22
shit deal
million
for
from him, I'd be
players.
stunned.
Like, look at
Stunned.
even for years, United have got shit deals. For players. I don't know whether it's because is it the same for Real Madrid when you leave there?
Maybe.
Like,
Well,
there's only
like-
one way is down, and it's like. But even Beckham, we got shit money for him.
Oh,
Rude,
rubbish.
we got shit money
We'll
for
get
him.
for Beckham.
Ronaldo in hindsight.
Chicharito was a
25.
joke.
25 million for Beckham.
That's a
Like
joke,
3
that.
years after Zidane went for 50.
When
That's
he was-
a disgrace.
When even like from a marketing point of view, that's ridiculous because he's worth so much.
Oh yeah, he could have actually gone for 50,
Yeah.
and it would have still been a bargain.
Of course.
But you know what it is? You didn't have people making. You know, nowadays people talk about the commercial value and kind of add that to the transfer fee. You never have really had that. Where United probably could have played the game a little bit better.
Because he sort of not started that, but he took that to another level, didn't he, Beckham? So
bra-
maybe people weren't
I think-
quite ready to
Do you know what?
put that together
I think
yet.
Michael Owen started the ball rolling.
You think?
Kind of. Was Michael Owen at the same time? In terms of getting them big deals.
After really.
No, they were similar, weren't they? 98.
Beckham had
Time.
Brill Cream in 96.
But, you know,
I know that.
Beckham had.
Because I
you
had
were
Brill
wearing it.
Cream in 96.
Also,
Yeah.
Beckham had a personality which was Michael Owen just didn't. So it was like a harder sell to portray Michael Owen. And also, Beckham had that sort of, you know, the pop star girlfriend, the wife.
is that what
He
was
was
Beckham-
very
that
sort
Owen
of
when he won the
front
Ballon d'Or?
page and back page type of player.
He was like 22, I think.
See what I mean? He was young, man.
Yeah, so.
He won it on 16 fucking goals.
But he won it.
Honestly.
He won it, and around
Honestly,
that
it's
point,
like less goals than Marcus scored last year.
around that point,
Mad that, innit?
like Michael Owen was hot as shit. Like you couldn't go anywhere without seeing Michael Owen. Like it was mad. It was
Can't
mad.
believe he's watched one film and read one book, though.
He hasn't. It's a lie. He thought that made him look.
I know
cool.
why say that as a lie, though.
You know when you lie at school to make
Why?
yourself look
It's
cool.
just weird.
But what else is he doing? On a Saturday afternoon, what's he doing? He's watching telly, he's watching films, he just is. He's like you said, he's definitely.
we know what he's doing. He's
Yes.
accumulating nudes.
He's a texting.
For
He's a texting. I reckon. What like
for
Apple
research
Cloud
purposes.
membership?
Do
Do
you
you
know
think
what?
he's
I'm not even
got?
mad at him because the
I think
girl
he's
he was
got
asking for,
1
she's
terabyte.
a lovely lady.
I think he's got a 1 terabyte iCloud subscription, and he's got a lot of like partitions and folders with different people.
I bet he's well organised.
What did you say?
Have you seen
accumulating
Catfish?
nudes.
The guy on Catfish.
Yeah.
That? He has like a document of
Oh no,
like all the girls is catfishing, where he's at, what his name is, what
Really?
like, all that shit.
That's good.
And he starts recording them when they arrive. Michael Owen's the type to catfish someone, isn't
I
he?
think he's definitely seen more than 7 films though. Whatever he's doing.
Nah, he's I mean, look how many flights he catches
Exactly.
or is caught in his life.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, but I can imagine
he's
him just
seen
sitting there
film.
going,
Now he's. I watched a full Indian film by accident on a plane. Just out of the first minute was curiosity, and then
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
next thing you know, I'm an hour in.
Am I so stoned that
Shoulder
this
was
is in
going.
English?
That's that one I was talking about the other day when my
Yeah,
man
yeah.
was a hockey coach.
Oh yeah.
It's a great film. But yeah, what we were talking about?
Talking about Michael Owen, but you were talking about
David Beckham.
David Beckham.
Branding and
As a
image
way
rights
of
and all
talking
that,
about-
and how
I
cheap
don't
we
think,
let players
I don't
go.
think Michael
And Jesse
Owen's
Lingard,
commercial value was ever the same as.
what price? No, but I mean he's.
I think
No, the ball
27
was
million
already
is about right for Jesse Lingard.
Yeah.
30.
I just think
I'm
the
going
big-
in at 30.
I think
You
the
can knock me down 10%, but I'm going in at 30.
Well, yeah, knock you down 10%, 27. That's what I said. Adam,
You know what? I'm gonna say a price, but it's funny. Like
You're gonna
3
say
weeks
fucking
ago,
90
I was on
million, you
Twitter, yeah, and I saw someone put like, "Oh, I'm not sure about 90 million for Jadon Sancho. I think it should be like 73 plus 8 million add-ons." So they put something. And I was like, "How did you get to that figure?" And this is what we're doing here. Like, how? What do we know, bro?
Sitting there like,
But it's true. It's like,
Harry the
it's like
one.
72 plus 8, I think is fair.
What's that?
It's like,
That's
what
just
are you on
ridiculous.
about?
not
bro?
going over that.
Hey,
You don't even know what his contract is.
go on then. What are you saying?
I'll say a round figure because I'm not going to say like 27 million like you.
No, because to me, 25
Well, how
too
did you
low,
get
30. Well, here's how I got it. 25 too low, 30 is too high. I'm not going to say
28?
27 and a half
What
because
about
that makes me
28?
the loser that you're trying to
What
make
about
me to be at
28?
anyway. 28 is too close to 30.
Well, what about
Yeah.
add-ons though?
No add-ons.
29 is bigger than 28. You know that, innit?
Yeah, true. Jay? Well, no, you didn't even say a number. Round number. Go on then.
40 million.
No, what you say? What you
Do you know how many times he's been on this channel?
He's got 1 year left on his deal. What does that put 10 million on?
and that affects his value.
Mate, I know there's a document on Jesse Lingard somewhere, and his videos in it, and his image rights people sell fuck out of that.
Yeah,
You know it.
yeah. I'm gonna. What did you say? 28,
7.
27. Sorry. You sure?
So Joe's around 30.
Hey, why don't you just round it up
To what?
to
50.
28?
What about plus that?
It's like
Round
we're all family
27 up
watching
to
Antique
28.
Roadshow,
Hey,
innit?
we're rounding to the nearest
It's
even
closer.
number.
It's
When you buy a
closer
player,
to
is it
28
plus
than it is
VAT
to
or
27.
without VAT? Is it VAT or no VAT?
It's optional.
Football clubs don't.
No,
They charge
it is,
back
you know.
football clubs.
This is what I want to know.
Depends.
That's actually fucking quite interesting. That.
What's
I know,
that?
That's
It
why I said it.
absolutely is not.
What?
Yeah,
What's
it
that?
is.
It
Do they
is.
pay
Is it
20% on
Is
transfers?
Jesse Lingard VAT deductible? I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't think
Probably.
they're paying VAT on that.
So
I-
when you get the big, you go, right, okay, 30. And then you're like, hang on, you get
How
your
long?
bill,
How
and
long
you
has he
go,
got
well, if
left
you're
on his
says
contract?
36 here, you slag.
How long's he got left?
A year. But if you're a company that makes over 6 figures or 80 grand a year, you have to declare. You have to
Depends
be VAT
where.
registered.
The
innit?
thing is, it depends where you're based.
Why we think you're talking about?
There you
it,
go.
mate?
Yeah,
What are we on about?
Why?
Right.
Why did you think people are coming here for
Sorry,
serious
Manscaped.
Right.
debate and analysis?
Sorry, Manscaped.
We're talking shit. That's what it's about.
Mate, just say sorry to Manscaped. Look down there and say sorry.
I'll say sorry to Manscaped when I get the 2 inches of water from my fucking gooch drained.
Well, actually, we've got something
Don't
for
say
that.
drained like it's an abscess or something.
Oh.
Like we need to puncture something.
Right? When I get my fucking boxer shorts wrung out, how about that?
When I get my gooch drained, that is the most disgusting.
I know it is
sentence.
mink. That's delightful.
Oh, sorry,
actually.
big
I
bottle of
love
water today. Is it fucking hell? That's big, isn't it?
I was on a motorway, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Stopped off and I was like, I think that's for me. You need to take
Jesus,
that Barney
nice.
in these times when it's hot. I don't drink it as it is.
What water?
Yeah, take a piss and it's orange and you're like, fucking
Yeah,
hell,
man,
like,
you've got
time
to
to
look
drink
after
some
yourself,
water.
eh?
Shit, let me drink some water.
You were saying though about Jesse Lingard.
There's vodka in it.
How he's too good for West Ham. He should go to a top 4 club.
Yeah.
But his options are limited, aren't they? Because unless he goes abroad, but I don't know. He's got a young family. I think. I don't know if he wants to move abroad. The Scousers or City probably aren't going to go for him.
No.
So where else is there? Like in England, that's at a level that
Tottenham.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Tottenham maybe, but they're in a bit of a shambles at the minute.
They are,
aren't
but
they? You don't even know if they're going to be top four.
If Villa sold Jack Grealish, you could replace him.
Hell of a
And
shout.
come chill with me in Birmingham.
Yeah. Could interview him again. How many times have you
Interview him, mate.
3 times, mate.
We're going
Do you know what I mean?
Nouveau, bro.
Hey. Yeah.
What's a Nouveau? In that type of
Mate, it's
toilet?
probably not even open anymore. The
Is
last
that a Brummie
time I
club?
went there is
Hey.
about
2006.
8 years ago, 10 years ago at the very least.
Nouveau's the type of...
Come on, Jesse. I'll take you out, son, and it's like a burger bar. Fucking nice one, Macca.
Yeah, let's take him Sackibs as well. Me and Tahith
Big
Chung and
night
Jesse.
out. Witherspoon.
Unite in the
big
city.
night.
What?
Yeah, but I mean, I was thinking like Fenerbahce, something
Nah.
like Olympiacos.
You know what you got to think as well? He is very highly regarded in terms of commercially, but I only think in the UK and maybe the States. I don't think his commercial value has the same
How's
value
that for a fucking
out-
curveball?
elsewhere in Europe.
MLS.
No, he's too
Too early.
young. For
I think
Where's he going
is
then?
someone to go there, but he'll play for
He's
Inter
just going to
Miami.
have to
or
go
something.
somewhere that isn't in Europe then, isn't he? If
I
he's
say-
going. If you lot don't think he's going to go abroad,
Why'd
Yeah.
you point at me?
well,
I ain't said
okay.
shit.
You,
If
you
United
don't.
sold
Yeah.
Pogba and James, which rumours Pogba could leave,
Right, yeah.
James, I'd keep him in the squad.
James. You
James.
said them better.
Right,
okay.
Daniel Reid,
So get rid of
welcome
Pogba, keep
to the
Lingard.
first team. Thanks for
Big
your
Grealish.
support. Abis Bunda as well in the super chat says, would United take Henderson? Breaking news that he might be leaving Liverpool. I know it would probably never happen, but if you had the option,
Who?
would you?
What
Jordan
the
Henderson.
fuck
Fucking hell.
sort of questions that?
I'd rather fucking trim
for,
his gooch.
For what?
Drain it. Would you rather let
Honestly, if Jordan Henderson was here, you wouldn't pick him over McTominay.
Would you?
Honestly, he just points.
Ah,
He's
you
got
would still.
no going on,
defo-
man.
I definitely would still. I would.
You'd have him at United.
No, he said I wouldn't buy him. He said, and I quote,
You wouldn't pick him over
yeah, that's
over
lies. though,
McTominay
innit? That's
because
lies. though,
he
innit?
just points.
But that's
Not
lies.
having it.
What
Not
does
having it.
McTominay
Not
just
having
do
it.
if Henderson?
What the fuck
points?
does Henderson do?
He's lifted a Premier League. And a
Oh,
Champions
so
League.
fucking what? So did Jonathan Green, and he won a Champions League.
No, but it's different, man.
Is it though? I'm not.
I
no.
understand. Look,
Fuck you.
could
Fuck Jordan
have
Henderson.
just gone in this conversation. I would never sign him.
Can I?
But
Yeah.
instead, you went one step further and went, he's not better than McTominay.
I said I won't pick him over him. That doesn't mean he's not better.
What?
But bollocks to him.
He's a vengeful man. You forget that.
I'm with him. You know
You'd
my thoughts.
a Man
I
United
would
fan,
never
you know.
buy Jordan Henderson or have him at United.
So
ever.
what? You can't captain Liverpool and think that you're welcome at my fucking house.
Bad
Don't
enough
work
we had
like that.
Michael Owen, gave him a title.
Yeah.
So Matt Bosworth had
Don't start bringing up that.
Pre-war
shit,
doesn't
City.
fucking count. Your football records only matter after the war.
Hey.
And after the
Can't
war, he
compare
came here.
Jordan Henderson to Sir Matt Busby.
Jesus, Teddy fucking Christ.
Hey,
How do you
you'll be
even
bringing
go
up Paul
there?
Ince next.
I've got.
Hey,
God.
you just leave him at home.
I've got a question for you,
Bad enough
Jay.
you interviewed him.
I've got a question for you,
At
Jay.
least you showed him my picture.
Got a question for you.
I interviewed Paul Ince like Jordan Henderson.
Yeah. Sorry. Go
The
on.
Olympics, the Euros,
Yes.
major championships, concerts are all very in this summer. Very
In,
cool,
I like
very
that word.
fashionable.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
where
in.
are we going?
Trendy.
My question for you is, what isn't in?
None of them.
His gooch.
Ball hair.
Hairy Bush.
Yes.
Wild hairy bush. Steve, you know. Tell him.
Listen, my gooch is like one of them green paper towels that you got at school when you broke your leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Sopping.
Upsettingly sopping.
But
Right.
hair free.
Remember
Yeah,
having to
hair-free.
wipe your ass with that.
And that's
toilet paper at
because
school.
of our friends and today's sponsor,
Tracing
Manscaped.
paper. Slide up your back.
Manscaped.
I'm doing
Yes.
it. Listen,
Go
Joe,
on, tell us
I'm doing
more
everything that I can
about it.
Yeah.
to stay cool this summer.
Right, exactly.
And Manscaped is the first thing that happened. The second thing was spreading my legs akimbo and getting a fan right on my fucking buttonhole.
When you say a fan,
That's
you
a
mean a
delightful
wind
image.
production system, not someone who likes the channel.
Yeah.
Yep. Their third generation at Manscaped in features
Like aircon.
their performance package. Third generation performance package features the Lawnmower 3.0. It makes sense. Third generation performance package, Lawnmower 3.0, 3.3. You get it.
Yeah. I like
The
that.
Lawnmower 3.0, Jay. Tell us about it. What does it do?
Well, it's got the 3.0 technology, of course, which
Yeah.
gets closer without nipping. So you get that close shave, but you don't cause yourself any accidents because no one wants a little bit of a nip on the nether regions, do they?
No
So
chance.
you want to be smart, shaven, and safe. And you get all that with the Lawnmower 3.0 technology.
Is it true that before this, you used to go to the barbers and get your barber to cut you downstairs with a cutthroat razor?
Crack back and sack is what you asked.
Is that true?
I has to leave the barbers for doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dropping the pants and saying, "Go on, son."
And it's cumbersome.
Get involved.
It's just cumbersome, isn't it?
It is.
But obviously, Manscaped are offering 20% off and free shipping with the code.
Razor near your old chap's not good, is it?
With the code Paddock20.
Not worth the risk.
I get scared when he's doing my neck.
Exactly. You don't want that.
Mind.
You want.
Exactly.
Do you reckon someone's actually done their pubes with one of them before?
Of course.
Yeah.
100%.
Devil's 20,
20,
sorry, not Paddock 20.
I thought he said he had.
Devil's 20. Someone will definitely cut their nuts with a cut-through razor.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I actually think someone's tried doing it with an actual strimmer. Forget the lawnmower 3.0 for a second. I think someone actually tried a Black & Decker.
Yeah.
With
You
the
never
little
know what
plastic
people
thing.
have done. Do you?
No.
Like
When you
those
see some of the
deviants
stuff
all
that
over the
A&E
gaff.
have found up people's bums,
Yeah.
you go, no, people have done everything.
People have done
Dick
everything.
more like.
Yeah. People have done everything.
Not quite sure about all that, but yeah. The Performance Package 3.0 is the perfect package to get your nuts ready for summer.
Actually, Manscaped. I'm sorry, Joe.
Go on.
Bring out a Black & Decker.
Yeah.
Don't call it the next one.
The
a
more
lawnmower
it's said,
3.0.
the less I like it.
Do it. Send me one.
It's the biggest summer in history for going out and getting your ghoulies shown off. It just
okay.
is. Everyone's
Yeah.
been at home for a year.
Yeah.
Now we're spreading out. We're going, what do we need? Balls.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, Callum.
I'm not saying that.
No,
A lot of people are, though.
aren't they? In
Yeah.
general.
So if you want them in good condition, now's the time to do it. And there's no one better than Manscaped.
And, bro, we know it's Freedom Day. A lot of people are out here going wild.
Boris Johnson in.
A lot of the young kids, me and you have hung up our boots.
Yeah,
man,
we're tired. We've done all that.
We're knocking on retirement, but there's a lot of these
the
young
young
kids
whippersnappers
that
like
are
Mr.
out
Smith
there
over
like
there.
Callum, dishing it out like it's going out of fashion. And in this heat, 36.5 degrees and all that. If you've not done downstairs,
Mate.
and that heat's going on, bruv,
Bro,
you're
come
stinking
on.
like this fella.
Yeah.
No
and
one
no
wants
one
I
wants
resent
that.
that.
No one
There's
wants
also
that.
the crop
I know
preserver.
you resent it, so
That
do
shit's
I.
fresh.
There's also the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, the Crop Reviver Ball Toner, which are key to keeping your nuts not just clean and shaven,
Listen.
but smelling fresh.
I have one of them air fresheners, like you hang on a wing mirror of your car.
Yeah.
My ball bag has one of them.
He hangs one over his
Hang it
nuts.
over the back.
Again,
By the way, they also have ball deodorant.
they also have ball
Yes.
deodorant, so that's what I'm saying. So you can
Got
keep
a
them
lot there,
smelling
haven't they?
fresh.
The whole package.
7,000
Everything you need.
RPM motor on the trimmer.
Beautiful.
9,000
Beautiful.
on the nose trimmer as well. The
No,
crop.
This is it. You've got to look after that as well.
Someone just said Gandhi on one side and Jesus on the other.
Wow.
First of all, his racist he was talking about me, but then I clocked what he was talking about.
I'll say that.
Can we get you some round spectacles?
Yes, listen, I've been
And
called
a
a lot
walking
worse,
stick.
worse than Gandhi.
Again, you get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com
I
using
thought
the
I was going
code
to get Buddha. We've had that before.
Devils20. Now you've lost a bit of weight. You're a
Good
different icon now.
Yes.
Yeah. Code Devils20 at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. Link is in the description. Check it out. Manscaped are brilliant. Thank you very much again for sponsoring.
Pass
Jay.
me that. Right, and you two don't need to monitor the comments because I'll do it.
Yeah.
Right, you both sat there staring at bleeding screens.
Yeah.
And we're meant to be talking
It's
about...
going to give you square eyes.
You
Yeah.
were doing an advert.
Well, he's
I'm
not anymore.
tending
Now,
to the customers.
The crop. I only ever hear the word tending in farming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like tending to
Proper like Age of Empires thing to say.
sending to the crops.
To this year's yield.
By the way, I watched the farm. It's good, isn't it? It's
pretty good,
It's good, isn't it?
I like that kid.
That Lambo
basically-
tractor.
I like the kid that basically tells
big
Jeremy Clarkson he's a fucking idiot.
sex.
Oh,
Can't
Caleb.
Jeremy
His
Clarkson,
name
mate.
Caleb. Yeah, Caleb's sound.
What you
Caleb.
doing that for?
Do you watch?
Fucking idiot.
Do you watch? I like all his different hairdos as well. He's a good lad. Yeah, I want to buy a farm.
No, you don't.
It's expensive.
Do you know
You
what?
wanna watch
You
another
would do
series of a
worse
show
than
about
Jeremy
a farm.
Clarkson on a farm. Jeremy Clarkson at least can pull off a fucking barber jacket.
Yeah.
Everyone's raving about this Clarkson.
Remember when everyone used to
I've
have
never
barber
really liked him, so I've just...
Right,
I'm
I don't
put off
like
by
him, but the
by
show's
it.
good. It's a good
Is it?
show. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I don't
good
like
show.
him either.
But do you like the show?
But it
Farmers.
highlights like
Alright.
how much of a mental game farming is. It's like, right, I need a tractor. That's 300 grand. Need a load of land. There's 800 grand. I got to buy seeds. How much are the seeds? About 100 grand worth of seeds.
Your sheep are just.
I got to
run
bang.
out.
I got to bang the
Fuck.
fucking. I got to bang the seeds in. Oh, you need one of these mad fucking devices. That's about 200 grand. Right, all right, cool. So I've paid about 2 million in now. What do I get for that? All of that.
10 grand.
About 17 grand. This is a business.
And he's Jeremy Clarkson, who had obviously his status to attract people to his shop and make money.
Yeah.
So, and he just broke even.
Really?
So if
So
you're
for anyone
not
who hasn't
Jeremy
seen it,
Clarkson,
you don't need
you're
to
not
watch it now.
breaking even.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And you know,
It's grafting it, farming, man.
Right. You know they paid for it, innit?
Getting up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So
One of my mates is a farmer.
Milk cows.
He milks cows.
Does it?
Cow dairy farmer. He's never milked me, no, but I have asked if he's ever put his knob in that suction thing, and he said no, but he said no, and he said it for too long, so it was a yes. He went, have you ever shared that suction cup with a cow? And he went, no. And we were like, say no more, pal. You got to see what it does. You got to. If it's an
what 12-year-old Joe was like.
Are you telling me you wouldn't?
I think I'd be too scared of losing it.
No, you wouldn't lose it.
Flopping his
literally, what you put in it is a sort of flaccid knob-shaped bit of tin.
Yeah, Joe came round last night, right?
Joe and 6 of his mates.
I don't know where they went, like.
They all got latched onto the
disappeared for 20 minutes in the cow shed.
20 minutes. Turn that to full blast. See you in 30 seconds.
Accent's bang on.
Come on then. Next up.
Get off my sheep, you bastard.
Hey, come on. Only machinery, not animal. Go on, Jake.
Youngsters. Should Ollie give the youngsters a chance?
Yeah.
When I say youngsters, we'll link, for example, with Kieran Trippier. Should it not be time to give Ethan Laird a chance at right back?
I don't get that one.
No?
What?
Yeah?
No. I get if you don't get Kieran Trippier, I get that. But yeah, I think Ethan Laird needs to go out alone.
Yeah. All right. What about
but
James Garner?
To be back up.
Yeah, he's not like... I remember Saka could still be the first choice, but you want to see Ethan Laird, for example,
I think if Ollie has Ethan Laird as backup, he sticks with Wan-Bissaka more often than not.
Right, okay.
Whereas if he's got Kieran Trippier, I think he rotates and he goes for the option. I could see him just being... You know how the last 12 months, 18 months, you see him sometimes just not make a sub?
Yeah.
I think he'd be more inclined to do that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Trippier's an obvious different option that is reliable and you know what you're getting. Whereas Laird is a bit more of an unknown quantity because he's just not played as much.
Yeah.
Also, I do think, and I know he didn't get, the injuries did seem to stay away more toward the end of last season especially, but I think he could do with a real spell where he doesn't seem to be injury prone because that has been such a big problem for him. And if you've got 2 right backs and one of them has had a decent spell without an injury, but that's kind of it. I think he just, like you said, Adam, get him more football, let him go out, really prove himself to be able to be that quality and stay fit.
It was outrageous.
Yeah, okay. Well, he was playing basically as a right winger, wasn't he?
They were loving him, weren't they?
Yeah, so do that again. Perfect.
There's also
come on, because it was League One, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't mean MK Dons. I mean do the same thing wherever you go.
It's not just
Ethan
Laird. He's one example.
Newton rang up and be like, "Hey, do you want another one? You had Jimmy Garner. Do you want Ethan Laird?"
What about him then, Jimmy Garner? Because he's another one who's almost there. You feel in terms of the first team. Is it time for him to maybe get a chance?
Coming in as a winger or a fullback's a little bit protected. The spine of the team, that core of a team. I think you got to be a bit more established.
Yeah.
You don't get to learn on the job as much there.
Yeah.
What?
Him yawning. Like he's in,
I know, I didn't want to address
that. A church service or something. It's because he's freezing in here now.
I'm tired, man. Do you know how much to drive around this motherfucking planet?
Fucking driving again, mate. You fucking like a taxi driver.
Not sure about
that. Why? What's wrong with that?
I don't feel good.
Irish people.
Go on, it's about time I got cancelled, innit? I've not had it yet.
Go on, chicken and potato joke as well while you're right.
I think Jimmy could do another season. If he had another season at, say, Forest, where he smashed it like he did in the last 6 months.
Are you cancelled, Jay?
Yeah, all the comments are just get rid of Jay. Bang out of order.
That was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 6 months, like, if he does anything like he did the last 6 months for a season, Jesus. And the thing is, I think his contract situation, I think he's got, it's done in 2022, but I think he's got an extra year. Or an optional year. So he's in a really good position to renegotiate.
Yeah.
Where he could almost force United's hand a little bit. And come the end of the season, if he smashes it, come and sit back down with him and go, first team or I'm gone.
Yeah, give me 40 grand a week.
And you know that you're going to get a good price for me. And I know I'm going to get a good move. Or let me stay here. Because I think he actually likes it.
I feel uncomfortable with our midfield at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, not the Bruno Pogba bit and Donny van der Beek, because I think if you're going to go to a 4-3-3, having 3 players that can play in the 8 positions, good. But Matic, Fred and McTominay, McTominay's not going anywhere. He's a good squad player. I'm scared we're just going to have those still next season. Like, I'm not hearing any talk about Matic leaving.
No.
Like, we're not.
No, there's none of that.
Everyone seems to be happy with Fred. Like, no one's really bothered about McTominay.
And not to have a go at him, but like the fact that we signed Mata for another 2 years, that was a bit weird.
I think that's towards. I think you may as well regard that as 1 year as a coach.
You think
1 year of that
like
contract?
How Carrick did it
probably,
last season, where he was like basically a coach for a year.
I don't see him being part of the team, really.
No, well, me neither. But that's the thing. It's like we've kind of replaced him already with Diallo, I guess, in terms of the squad position. But then you just sort of think, like, if you look around to Matic or whoever, who are we going to get rid of to bring someone in here? There's no rumours of any. I can see
Matic. There was a bit of rumour about Matic, but I think it's one of them where it doesn't make any headlines, does it?
No. Also,
Matic is going.
Some of it felt like it was just like Jose has a job, therefore we link Matic to him.
Yeah. But more and to be fair, just doing that might be 50% right.
Yeah, true.
Like so. I don't think it's the craziest one to link to, and I think I could see that happening. I think there's several players that could go this summer. You're just not seeing a ton of rumours about them, but I think once everyone starts coming back,
Isn't that keeper that just moved to PSG?
Donnarumma.
Ton of rumours.
United Forever podcast in the super chat says, Steve, will you make any more histories of United videos? Amazing stuff. And the second part of the question is, how's Grandad Howson? Will the legend be making an appearance soon?
Yeah, he said he wanted to come in once he was double jabbed, and he's double jabbed. And I guess, we can get him in at some point soon. He's not seen the place since the refurb. He mentioned it to us a couple of weeks ago. I was on a piss with him on Saturday, actually. We had a barbecue at my dad's, got steaming, and he was with us. So
what about making more of the History of Man United videos?
The thing is, they take about a week to write. They take about a week to edit. So resource heavy, they're an absolute piss take, and then 3,000 of you watch them. Yeah. It's a bit disheartening.
Yeah, it's one of those quality over sort of quantity.
Maybe something we could do and do for members.
Yeah, I don't make videos purely for views. Like I make the content I want to make, but sometimes it's disheartening with the amount of work that goes into doing them to see no fucking watch.
I know, because you can literally pick up your phone now, go live, and get more views, and it's like, fuck's sake.
I mean, if I just wanted views, I'd just talk fucking 10 times the amount of shit that I talk already, and just make up transfer rumours all fucking day long and have hundreds of thousands going live 4 times a day. But it's not about that. I don't want to talk about stuff like that all the time. No. I don't want to fucking enter that sort of world. I hate talking about transfers, really. Like, I got a bit excited over the last week or so because the Sal stuff's got something.
Are you more excited about like a sort of frivolous kind of half link to Sal than you are genuine links to Varane?
4,000 times more.
Insane. See, but those Saul links, they feel like, right, this Atletico Barca thing's stalling, Liverpool are stalling. Yeah. Jonathan Barnett's been in negotiations with United because he's Camavinga's agent and his Saul's agent. So maybe it's an easy thing to put 2 and 2 together and in the press and kind of put out there. I said it on Twitter last night, right?
One, I don't care if it happens. I'm just having fun, just fucking entertaining the fact.
Yeah.
Right? 2, because this is the next thing everyone says, oh, where does he fit in? I don't fucking care. 3, I don't fucking care what you think. And 4, fuck off. So...
Interesting.
Do make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate your support.
5 commandments there.
Points 2 and 3 were, I don't fucking care.
Don't care.
Twice.
Which shows you really don't care. They had to repeat it.
Max Smalling says, keep to the quality, guys. That's why we love the Paddock. Keep up the quality, sorry. Jacob OC says, I remember the Clivert links in like 98. I was
God.
We ended up with Dwight York and I was fuming.
So excited, yeah.
It was all right in the end.
Remember United fans chanting to him when he was at Barca, he should have signed for a big club. When we were 3-2 up. I was making that one. I love that. So Bears says Camavinga and Saul in, and Fred, Matic and Pogba out. I don't know about that one. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Fred ain't going anywhere.
Is Pogba going anywhere this summer?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was cashing.
I would a bit.
You know, Raiola, think about it, Jay. Raiola came out, said some absolute nuclear shit in December.
Yep.
Ollie went and sleep, and then it was nothing spoken about since then. So he either went to him, "Oi, shut the fuck up."
There was, because then about
shut the fuck
a
up,
month
you can
later,
go.
He backpedaled on it, didn't he?
Right. Okay.
He proper went back on it, but I'm usually right.
Did they do the deal in December?
I'm usually
I
don't think there's a deal done.
Go on.
I'm usually right with my gut.
What's your gut telling you, brother?
That the PSG interest is there, but it's not. It's like Real's and Juve's, where we'd take you, but we're not going to push the boat out for this. Yeah. We haven't even got the boat to push out for this. So PSG might do, but I don't get the feeling doing it either. If
That's
anything,
why
they're all probably looking at trying to get him free next year.
Yeah.
And if I'm United, I go sign the contract now, or we sell you now for 30, 40, 50 million.
It's massively
that's the same price
embarrassing,
as
isn't
Saul,
it?
isn't
If he goes for nothing, if we spend 89 million quid on a player we had at our academy and then let him go for nothing
twice.
If he goes to
That's
Juve,
funny,
that'd be
though,
icing
isn't
on the
it?
cake.
That is
wouldn't
funny,
it? If
isn't
he, we gave him to Juve, bought him off him for 89 million quid and then gave him back for nothing. That would be icing on the cake.
You know that gif of Denzel Washington in the back of the car?
Shouldn't someone go?
Or is it Idris just looking at and just laughing? That's Le Havre right now, watching United.
Shouldn't someone go to jail for money laundering?
Yeah.
That's got to be money laundering.
How is that possible?
Yeah, how do you buy... So, hang on. So, imagine it was like a police interview. I know we've all been there, right? And it's like, right, so you had this.
You had the fridge.
You let it go.
The telly.
You paid 80 million to bring it back, and then you let it go back there again for free. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Who's paying you?
Yeah.
I want to see the receipts.
Abhinav Verma says, you guys doing a pre-season piss take? That's obviously to you two gentlemen. The piss take kings over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? When is the next piss take?
Well, it'll be before the start of the Premier League for sure.
Right, okay.
Pre-season.
Should we sell the Jadon Sanchez t-shirt? Seamus Williams is asking.
we've got one coming though.
When is it getting announced, by the way? What's going on there?
Don't worry about that.
When is it?
But United are waiting for us to sort our merch out.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Alright, so-
I think there's possibly two things at play here.
right.
One,
Is the second thing going to be the same as the first?
no.
Right, okay. Like your other list.
Don't fucking care.
Secondly, I don't care. And C, I don't fucking
One,
care.
fuck you. Two, fuck you. Right? One, I reckon they're trying to do some fucking shenanigans with the number.
And
Because
C,
I reckon they want to give him the 7.
Right, okay.
And I reckon they're trying to either figure out those...
How do you keep
Cavani-
Cavani happy when you
just-
tell him he's not wearing the shirt?
We
that he
nailed it
wants?
before, though, didn't we? We got a new tactic for United. Give your favourite thing, like your RVP, the 20. Let's give Cavani 21. And when we win 21, then your new marquee signing gets 22. And then we don't win nothing for fucking years, and we have to remove that curse after that.
What do you think? The new shirt signing is the same as the next title we're trying to win.
Daniel James ain't fucking worth
Well,
it.
don't worry about that because we're going to give
Cavani.
And also-
Cavani the 21.
Yeah, but, you know,
And Cavani's going to say, fuck off.
It's not the whole
Anyway,
thing.
that
is
was point
with it.
one.
Right, okay. Fine, just
Point
go
2,
on.
say the same thing again.
Yeah, say the same. Repeat yourself now.
So, like,
It's to do with the shirt.
Point
number.
2, I reckon they're
on.
probably just
Go
fucking
on.
editing the video like this shot.
Yeah, what
This shit takes time, man.
What shall we predict the announcement?
Apparently they've gone bananas, haven't they?
have they?
I
Where have you had that?
I thought they might do something with Santan
Fins
Dave,
and that?
but Santan Dave is very anti-Glazer, is he? Like, and tells Woodward to go fuck off. All
Why
the time,
do
like.
they? Why
He
him
was
just
very
because he's a
anti-Ollie
United
at one
fan?
point, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
both from London.
Yeah.
Do a similar thing to the Stormzy Pogba thing.
Do you not remember
Pogba.
though when he was like, "I'm not coming on Twitter until Ollie's gone."
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't do it anymore.
3 weeks later.
And then like, well, it was about 6 months to be fair. It's like when Ollie just kept winning, he's like, "Oh, all right, I'll come back then."
I'm back. I got hacked 6 months ago.
Someone, Alex Bailey says Cavani wears 21 for Uruguay. Give Cavani 9, but then you've got to take it off Martial.
Apparently Dave's got an album out on Wednesday too.
Yep.
That's a way to drop it.
Oh.
Maybe.
Hey.
No way.
That's United.
No
really
way do United
supporting
do
an
anything
artist.
free for a record label.
No, I can't see it.
No way.
Abhinav Verma says, do you
No
think United
way.
lost the Sancho video? That's why they haven't released it and are waiting for him to come back.
It's on VHS.
No, it's not like the old days, is it?
No,
You
it's
lose
a
video.
file probably on 4 people's computers.
As many as 4.
And potentially on a WeTransfer link.
Probably
Don't
on a
fucking worry
WeTransfer.
about it.
That brings me on.
They definitely use Google Drive,
last
don't they?
summer.
Yeah.
Absolutely wank like
shit.
Dropbox.
Someone try and hack into
Edge.
Man United that we transferred.
Someone's done that, haven't they? Remember all the shit with the hacking last year with the emails and everything?
Look, we know at least 3 people we could just text.
I don't know
Like-
3 people.
Well, yeah, you do. You do.
All the 3 people I know is Ryan Stable.
Mate, give me hands about
Didn't you free
Like
play
you did a
against
police
Manchester
interview.
United, by the way?
I didn't.
All I know
wasn't
is you,
there.
officer.
I was at my son's
Did you do it?
presentation.
All right, I thought you was there.
No, I was going to, but my son had a presentation and I thought my daughter had one, so there was no time. By the time I got there, it finished. If I'd have gone.
All right, so 2 of you played against Manchester. Or 1 of you played against Manchester because I know you wasn't selected, right?
I was selected. I just couldn't make that semi-final because I had to go and go
Manchester
to a boozy brunch.
Didn't you have mimosas?
I had some mimosas.
Fucking sensational.
No, not mimosas. Bellinis.
Oh, yeah.
Even better.
Is that orange juice and champagne?
It might be. Orange juice, it's orange juice and carver on this occasion.
Absolute.
But I had 8 of them. They were 8 good.
they fuck you up.
Oh yeah. I started at 1. I had a nap at 6. It was right good. Quality. Right, go on then. What were we saying?
Last one, right? Ollie, he's kind of been backed, sort of. If we get the signings that we've been linked with in terms of Rafael Varane, Sancho obviously is a done deal. Is that pressure on for him now? Do you feel 3rd full season?
Oh, Jay, and the pressure's on for him.
I know the pressure.
But from internally though.
3 defeats away from the sack.
Internally,
I know. Right, fucking remember the thing with Ollie. Like, 1, he's been backed in the transfer market. 2, he's been backed in the transfer market. Do you know what I mean? So
listen, Jay, I've already said what I was
just
about to say.
Just say sack him!
Jay,
say it!
I've already said what I was about to fucking say.
Do you feel though like
just
this
say
season he has to win
and
something?
3,
say sack him.
Every United manager's under pressure, Jay.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I have to go 4 and 5, every United manager is under pressure.
Okay, does he need a trophy?
Yes.
Will he get sacked if he doesn't win a trophy?
Or like what's
you might know that. Because here's the thing though, I still wouldn't.
Let's say we have an identical season.
But that's
we have a final.
That's a good one.
We have a final.
And we finish 2nd.
A couple semis and a quarter, and we finish 2nd.
Are we still progressing then?
No.
Because
I think
these things don't work till you talk into them.
The nature of that second matters as well. Like if we finish 2nd and we're miles away from say City winning the league again.
Right, well the thing is, it's fucking hypothetical as fuck. Like, have we had millions of injuries? Have we had you can't
just answer the question?
No, you can't answer the question because it's not.
Answer the question.
It's not a yes or no thing.
Answer the question.
It's not a yes or no thing.
Stop moving like Boris Johnson, skirting around the answer.
I'm not skirting around it. I said no. I wouldn't sack him, but you can't have
variables that we don't know and hypotheticals. But let's say then at the end of the season we haven't won anything and you haven't seen progression. We haven't kicked on in the league and we haven't got closer to silverware.
Again, but you have to investigate why. You can't just say.
Why you can't just say.
All right, let me say. Right,
it's not Jay. How about you ask someone else for their answer? You're not going to see me sitting here just saying sack the manager.
That's
not what I do. It's not what I do.
Right, let's not.
You got to see why.
I'm not saying sack the manager. I'm saying is he under pressure? You're not the Glazers.
He's always under pressure.
Fuck's sake.
Jay, listen to what I was saying. We've got always under pressure.
Right. There was a time when David Moyes, everyone was backing him, and then everyone didn't. There was a time when Van Gaal, everyone was backing him, and everyone didn't. There was a time when Jose, we all backed him, and everyone didn't. If Ollie doesn't win anything, do you think the Glazers are going to sack him?
Anyway,
I know we're
they probably will.
We don't need to keep doing this disclaimer about we back the manager.
This isn't a disclaimer, Jay. This is my actual fucking thoughts. Is people sack managers far too fucking soon all the fucking time. No. I don't think we should have sacked Louis Van Gaal when we did, but we should have sacked Moyes when we did, and we should have sacked Jose when we did. Louis Van Gaal, was it boring? Yeah, Jesus. But he was working on something in the 3-year, and he actually had improved us from what Moyes had. He also spent a lot of money doing it. I think the only reason he got sacked was because Mourinho was available. Mourinho got sacked because he turned the place into a fucking dumpster fire, right? I've never felt as low as a United fan as after that Anfield game. That was just like, I don't see any way out. These players have completely given up playing for him. Yeah, now, United have had some bad performances and some bad results under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, including the Europa League final. Probably one of a real poor performance from United. But no point have I looked at this United side. Even John, it was like fucking up against Huddersfield and stuff. Not too long ago. We got twatted by Everton at the end of his first season. At no point was I ever thinking they're not playing for him anymore.
This reminds me of, when Jeremy Corbyn said to Boris, I've got the documents here. The NHS is getting sold. And Boris just started saying bare shit.
Right, go on then, Adam.
Hold on.
What
was the question again?
Ask Adam the same question.
Right. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer
My client
doesn't win anything, if there's no progression, do you think the Glazers will get rid of him? Does he basically have to win
that's a
summer?
Different question.
No, it's
the
not.
What?
No, it's not. It's
no chance of you doing this after you've just taken the piss out of him.
Do I think Ollie deserves to be under pressure for his job if he doesn't win a trophy? Yes.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, will he get sacked if he don't win anything?
If we...
Oh, here we go!
Yeah, come on.
I don't want him to. I don't think any of us do, but I'm saying... Is he under pressure now to deliver silverware because it's his third full season?
Is it do or die for Ollie this season?
I know we don't want it to be. We all love him,
but I do think obviously the club will look at Champions League football and things like that. Which other club?
Shit.
I think there would be a proper wave of fans wanting him out, and I think they'd crack under that.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with how it goes. And you talk about Jose and how Van Gaal went because Jose wanted him. Because Jose was available. And to a certain degree, you're right. But there was also a massive anti-Van Gaal feeling.
Yeah, there was.
At United. Not just outside the ground as well, in it. You could
but not to the point of fucking sack him, which there was a lot of that with Jose.
But also, let's be real as well. Let's be real, yeah. Forget his name is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, forget who he is. Let's say it was Jose Mourinho,
yeah.
And he'd been at the club for 3 years, he'd had all that money and he hadn't won a trophy. And then we'd be saying, he needs to go. The standards of Man United say, you need to be winning trophies. You need to be bringing us trophies home. We're nearly 10 years without a title. Shit needs to change. Yeah. So ultimately, I think if you took your emotions out of the situation, if a manager has that much backing and doesn't bring the trophies, and let's say, if you can lose a title on the last day of the season, and be like, all right, cool. But if you haven't won a trophy in 3-4 years, it's time to go.
I still can't put it into that. I still can't put it into the thing. I think obviously you can't forget his name's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because it is, and his connection with the fans is a real tangible thing. And the fact that he makes us feel a certain way about this team, these boys.
I've seen people, bro. I've had arguments with people that booed Fergie. In 05.
Well, you need to cut them people out of your life.
No, I didn't know them, bro. I was in the stands. Like I was just a 16-year-old ready to argue with anyone. Just like I've been in situations where you can talk about the fans' relationship, but ultimately Fergie was bulletproof, bro.
You got to remember as well. Like I know
you can say he's been backed, Jay, but he's still not been backed as much as Chelsea or City.
I'm not saying that. I'm not.
So
I'm just saying
if you're just talking about pure backing, we're always third to them.
Yeah, but from the owner's point of view, they might look at it and go, right, we spent money. And also, let's not forget as well, as fans, we all back Ole and we all love him. I remember Andy Tate on the fan cam last season saying that if Poch came in and Ole got sacked, he wouldn't go to United anymore. And he got ridiculed. People were going, he's got, because we've just been beaten 6-1 off Spurs. There was a lot of people, and United fans who go to the games who were going, maybe Ole's not the right man for the job.
You won't get United fans to agree on what colour we're playing.
No, but my point is,
Scarlet.
It's not like he's got universal support amongst the fan base.
I do agree with what he's saying in the sense that I think...
Sorry, John, we will get to you in a minute, sir.
If we didn't win a trophy, their fans inside the ground...
Yeah.
The anti-Glazer sentiment starts.
Yeah, I understand.
And they support Ole, but okay, let's take money out of it. Let's take backing out of it.
Let's just take the reality
out of it. Let's take Joe out of it.
You can't take everything out of it because everything that goes into it makes how you feel about it. Did we lose by some bullshit offside handball, fucking never should have happened goal in a Champions League final? Are you going to sack the guy because he didn't win that?
Like,
you have to take the circumstances of why you were.
Keir Starmer to be like you because Labour's fucked if he isn't. Listen, if a manager, any manager in the world has Jadon Sancho, Cavani, Rashford, Bruno, Pogba, Marshall, Greenwood, Varane, Maguire, Shaw,
Henderson, Jordan
De Gea,
Dean,
Tom Eaton, our new number one. Tom Eaton's going to be number one by the end of the season, I promise you.
God.
If any manager has that and they don't bring me a trophy,
but then you look at what City and Chelsea have got.
His head.
You look at what City and Chelsea have got, and it's better.
Sort of.
And Chelsea just won a Champions League, bro. Exactly. Chelsea have won the league more recently than in 10 years. Joe,
finally.
So when you're trying to say that we have to win something, you've got still, even though, we've got a pretty good team, there's teams that are better. And guess what? They're also competing for everything we're competing for.
Jose.
If you don't win a trophy, you'll get sacked.
Thank you, brother.
There you go.
Right.
Fucking
hell. Does he deserve to be?
I think he will.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
but how mad's this? Like, you win a League Cup, which no one gives a fuck about, and
fine.
suddenly you're fine.
No. But I reckon Ali even thinks he's going to Mike feeling, we need to win a trophy this year, Mike. Otherwise, me and your shorts are out of here.
I mean... Yes, he could lose the league on the final day of the season and lose the Champions League final.
Yeah, if we get to every final and we lose the league on goal difference, he ain't going to get sacked.
He lost the Champions League final and they all loved him. So it's like, it easily gave him another season.
Don't compare us to them because they're fucking off the tits.
I think if he lost the Champions League final, I don't think he gets
Whereas
sacked.
We've proven in this conversation that we're all sane and fine.
Yash in the super chat says, Ole under pressure would be mint whenever his job is under threat. He performs like United under Fergie. Glazers won't sack him if we get top 4.
Shout out Louis as well. He's watching us.
That's probably the truth.
No exclusives though on Jesse's future, unfortunately.
Oh, bro.
I reckon that means he probably wants to fight for his spot.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's ready.
I couldn't understand it.
He's not going to let it
He's
go.
a lifelong Red who's just had a mint end of the season. By rights, he should want to stay and think I'm good enough to play for this team.
If I was at United, I'd just play for the reserve.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? If that was us, we'd be like, I'm not going
Phil
anywhere.
Jones doing it. He's not even a United fan.
Well, there you go.
He doesn't even play for the reserves. He doesn't even.
Do you reckon he even got like... I meant to ask Mike, there was several things I forgot to ask him, but one of the things I meant to ask him is there a United players chat?
Like a group chat?
Yeah, like a group chat with all the lads in.
Yeah.
Do they just hammer Phil Jones?
Do you reckon we have things to do around the Carrington and it's like, that bulb needs changing? Phil did it, and he...
Phil, but it falls off the ladder and hurts his ankle though, doesn't he?
We're paying him
Sets
130
fire
quid a week to change fucking light.
Someone needs to take them cones out the front. You reckon we can ask Phil to do
Toss a
that?
coin, heads it's
I feel
Phil
still
Jones,
feel
tails
a
it's
little
Lee
bit sorry,
Grant.
you know. Abhinav Werner in
Yeah,
the
but-
chat says, if Ollie can make Fred make a pass, don't care titles. Well, yeah. Baksar Surya Kuma says, if United sign Sancho Varane, a right back or a CDM, and Pogba stays, we have to win a major trophy and fight for the league till the very end. Else, Ollie out.
Why though? Because it's still not as good as fucking City's. Hence, they're probably going to win stuff. And it's still not as good as fucking Chelsea's. So yes, we've improved in a big fucking way. But you're dealing with two of the most fucking expensively assembled teams in the history of football. Like, you're still playing third fiddle to them. The fact that we even compete with them or split them to get into fucking second place is a massive, massive achievement. This is about pissing with a cock you've got, right? Someone's got a shower, someone got a grower, right? We haven't got that big a cock.
We have.
We haven't. We're not going to stun a fucking locker room with our fucking piece.
I like these two just talking, both whinging that the other one's got the smaller cock than
Listen,
no, my cock's smaller than yours.
listen.
No, mine's smaller than yours.
like an acorn.
You keep referring to Chelsea. All right, cool. Let's talk about Chelsea. All right, Chilwell. Not better than Shaw.
Okay.
Not better than Shaw.
Look at their
Maguire,
midfield
Varane
alone.
starts
Call
for
it
them.
quits.
All right, cool, but we've got
don't
players
have
that
Varane.
are better in most of their position. We're probably gonna get him, and that's where we're looking at. Obviously, if we don't end up making another signing, we're all gonna change our expectations for where the club needs to be
Steve saying
going.
we'll never win anything. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can't expect us to win. I think we might
But
win
that
something,
wasn't the question
and I
you got
hope we
asked.
win everything. But the difference is, should we be expected to win?
No, the
And I
question
don't
wasn't
think
that.
this... It doesn't matter. That's my expectation.
My thing is...
Should a manager of Man United be expected to win a trophy in 3 seasons? 4 seasons? How many?
What's the
3 full
circumstances?
seasons. 3 full seasons. Well, the only one. The only ones.
Come on.
Yeah.
What's the
Go into the season.
You
I
would
would
be
hope he
you would be
does, yeah.
disappointed. We're good enough to win a
Fuck
trophy.
me. We
Come
should
on.
have won one
If
last
Real
season.
Madrid didn't win a trophy,
Should have won one the year
if
before.
Real Madrid didn't win a trophy in 3 seasons, I'll be sitting there going, how has that motherfucker not been sacked yet?
Yeah, I think we should
You know
have won
what
the
I'm-
FA Cup the
yeah.
year before.
And
as
I
well.
think
When was
we
Real
need to
Madrid last time they fucking was $1 billion in debt for other reasons than blowing it all on players?
Oh, man, but you just stop it.
It's relative.
Stop it.
It all
Stop
goes
being
into the
naughty.
same thing.
I'm glad we cleared that one up anyway. So basically, that's that sorted. Joe, your Wally of the week, please, my friend.
Oh, Wally of the week. Are you allowed to have
This
it?
is why we don't do a podcast again very often.
Am I allowed to pick the Sun?
What?
Not the newspaper.
The flaming
The
ball in the
Star.
sky.
It's too
Because
hot.
the
It's
newspaper's a
disgusting.
pretty good one.
Well, that's permanently
actually,
in there,
I'm
isn't it?
putting the Sun in there because
Let
they
him finish his fucking thing, you cunt.
You can finish on that one. Sir.
Go on.
The Sun quoted us with a Jesse Lingard
I'm
interview.
talking now.
The Sun
You
quoted
said 8
us
words.
with a Jesse Lingard interview and called us the Stretford Paddock, which is obviously some London-based thing.
So the Sun are going in. Go on then, Adam.
Thanks
Yours.
for that.
Mine's the
What
Sun
you
because it's
saying?
too hot. I said it.
You're Jesus,
Go
can
on.
you speak
Yeah,
to the
It's
guy?
fucking
Word with your
awful.
dad.
It's shit. It's not good when it's 30 degrees. It's too much.
Do you want to say what you wanted to say now?
Fuck the Sun.
Yeah, of course.
Go on then, Adam. What's
The
yours?
Sun put us called a Stratford Paddock. Stratford.
I'm not being funny,
Why
but
are
they've
they
done a lot
talking about
worse
us?
than that.
They have.
Yeah.
Jesse
What?
no, Ravel Morrison interview.
Fuck off. Don't use our stuff, you
And all they
wankers.
didn't even link to it.
You see all of your
The
stuff.
Sun do that all the
bro.
time. They use the
If
video
your
of
news
mine.
was
and
credible,
didn't credit me. And
I
when
would use it.
emailed them and told them to take it down. They didn't.
If their
And I
news
lost
was
interest in
credible, I would
fighting
use it and not credit them. The bastards.
Wally of the week.
Fuck you and fuck Murdoch.
Wally of the week.
Them.
Ali Zaldi in the chat says.
Jaldi in the chat.
Says teams with worse investment have won more recently. Mr. Glenn Johnson in Super Chat says it's extremely arrogant for us to demand trophies when the competition is as tough as it currently is. All I need is for us to be in finals and a chance to win the league on last day of the season.
I don't want it. Bro, we're starving out here.
Mike
It's
Smalling
been 10
says,
years.
What if we sign no one else apart from Jadon Sanchez and then Pogba leaves? I think it's I think the it's a bit.
Well, we'll have that conversation again then, and obviously the expectations
we've done a lot
will change.
of hypotheticals in. We've
If Pogba leaves, and we don't bring another signing, it is
Arsenal territory.
It is. I think we riot at the ground again.
Riot. Who did you say?
I say we. I wasn't involved last time.
Who did you say your Wally of the week is? You said the Sun newspaper. You said the actual Sun. If you,
your own son.
Yeah.
And son. If there's another type of son.
Hey.
Sun lollies.
The Serpent, actually. Did you watch that stuff? I know that's serious stuff, but I kept just. Do you know when I watch? I can't. Have you seen The Serpent?
No.
It's like a
elucidate me.
It's a drama, but it's based on true stories.
Oh, I like stuff like that.
It's about some guy that was killing like backpackers and stuff.
Right. Okay.
Obviously sad stuff.
Don't put my shit.
But when I'm watching these things, I always just think, why aren't you slapping this guy up? Like,
yes, that's obvious, isn't it? When you're attacked, just slap him
victim
up.
blaming Adam McCullough there. And Jay, your Wally of the week.
I hate being all political.
Oh,
yeah, no, you don't. Right. It's your favourite thing.
Sorry, Manscaped. You met a bit of Labour leader. Right. Why are you going meeting a bunch of Tories who've not voted Labour since the 90s, which means they're not ex-Labour voters, the Tory voters, and slagging off young people saying they're all lazy and they don't want to work?
Fuck Keir Starmer. All my homies hate Keir Starmer.
Thank you once again to Manscaped for sponsoring the podcast. Make sure you use the code DEVILS20 at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. Your balls will absolutely thank you. Thank you again to Manscaped.
Thank you, Joe Smith, for keeping it together.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, Stephen, for your lists. Thank you, Adam McCullough. You know where to find all these guys. I'm Jay Moyer. This has been the Paddock Podcast. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Cheers, Manscaped.